Hello viewers out there, you're welcome to our channel today. It's been a while, but today I want to say happy Mother's Day to every mothers, every wives. You know what? You guys are amazing. You guys are powerful. You guys are blessed. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers around the world. And those of you watching right now, happy Mother's Day to you. And if you're a woman, congratulations. You are just an amazing gem. Thank you for being such a blessing to your husband, to your children, and also to the society at large. I really appreciate your personality as a woman. Now, I want to talk about respect. She deserves your respect. Now, this message is actually directed to the men. She deserves your respect. One of the most important aspects of any relationship or marriage, particularly in the eyes of God, your creator, is respect. A marriage or relationship will suffer that has lack of respect. Any marriage, any relationship that suffer lack of respect will not survive. That has no respect in it, whichever way, will not survive. Now let me explain this to you. First of all, there's a law that governs this, and I want you to read. I want to read this to you. I want you to pay attention to this. Say, husband, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers. Now, what I just read is quoted from the Bible verse, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Now, I want you to notice something here. Respect is so vital that God warns everyone, especially men, that if they don't respect their wives, their prayers will be hindered. Their prayers will be halted. Their prayers will be hampered. Can you imagine that your prayer, now you may say, well, I don't even pray. Well, the little desire that you have, those things that motivate you, those things you desire to have and become as a man, those are prayers. You may not be saying it out loud, but your heart is praying. Your mind is praying on a daily basis, especially in requesting, placing a demand on the society, placing a demand on life. You're praying. When you ask for anything, you're actually praying. God knows you're praying all the time. In most cases, those things are hindered because of our disrespect to our wives. Now, I will say this to those who believe in God. A Christian husband owes it to his wife to honor her privately and publicly. And not only that, recognizing her excellence and self-worth by acts of kindness. You have to practice this as a Christian husband. Now, that may be difficult for those who do not believe in God, who do not believe in that. But there are those people around the world who still think women deserve respect. Their wives deserve respect. And they do well because they practice that. Now, listen to this. You assist your wife whenever and wherever you can. That's what makes you a good man. That's what makes you a responsible husband. You respect, honor, assist your wife whenever and wherever. Whenever and wherever you can. It's so important, especially when you notice her that she's in a distress. You got to respect her. You got to treasure her. You got to assist her. Now, Sometimes we speak like this. Men don't know in which way they are actually disrespecting their wives or not honoring their wives or something. I like to share with you some areas that you want to look into from today, especially today that is Mother's Day. All right. I want to share with you ways you unknowingly disrespect your wife. Number one, by showering other women with attention. Most men practice this a lot. They shower other women attention, and whereas their own wives is lacking attention, she's suffering from their attention. That is disrespectful. Number two, not acknowledging her in a way that she's doing much. In other words, not acknowledging her efforts. Most men don't acknowledge the efforts of their wives. The things that they do, they don't acknowledge it, and that is disrespectful. That can make a woman goes bitter, angry, and begin to malfunction. That's number two. You need to look into that. How are you acknowledging her efforts? Do you always appreciate her efforts? Number three, making big decisions without talking about it with her, without actually talking about it first. You make big decisions, and men are fond of doing this. They make big decisions without discussing about it, without talking about it with their wife first. That is huge disrespect. You don't want to operate like that. If you live your marriage like that, you run your relationship like that, you are causing a lot of problem. You are causing a lot of harm than good. That's number three. Number four, checking out other women. In other words, you are always on social media or on the public spheres or in the shopping mall. You always check other women out. You're looking at them, gazing at them, staring at other women in the presence of your wife, in the presence of, even though in her absence, is all disrespect. Because what you do in the private will soon come up in the open. It's just a matter of time. So a lot of men show such attitude in public, on the phone, they are on social media, they're checking out all these slim girls, shape girls, and all of that. That is disrespectful. If you're married, you're disrespecting your wife when you do that. Then number five, withholding affection, which is highly unacceptable by women. Most men withhold affection. I talked about unavailable emotion. When a husband or in a relationship, a husband or wife is emotionally unavailable to their spouse. I talked about that and the causes of it, the effect of it. The same thing here. You withhold affection from your wife. It's disrespectful. Women love and need affection. This is what they breathe by. You see, it's like a car that needs gasoline. Women they survive by affection. So you must make them feel affectionate. All right, you have to affect them with affection, or affect them with affection. You get the point. All right, number six, being distracted during conversation. Now, a lot of times, this is a huge mistake that men make. They think they are listening, but in reality, they are not. Whenever you're having a discussion or a conversation with your spouse, with your wife especially, you don't want to be looking away. You don't want to be doing something else on the phone. You got to give them attention. It's something you have to practice. I know it's not that easy, but you got to do it, because it shows that you are actually showing them respect. So practice these 6 things in your relationship. Look into them and say what you are missing out. If you would do these 6 things rightly, you will be showing so much respect to your wife that she will be so happy and full of love from you. So I believe this information has been helpful to you guys, and I believe you're going to use it. Thank you for listening, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye for now.